Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. We are going to be putting a tier list together for multiplayer weapons. Can't wait to show you that. So remember, because it's multiplayer, things are going to be in a completely different order as to what you saw in the Warzone video. Link to that is there, by the way. No, it's not there, it's there now, isn't it? And yeah, if you do like this video, please make sure you hit that like button. If you're not going to hit like for anything else, please hit like, because I'm wearing a matching tracksuit today. Very rare that happens. So yeah, if you're new here, consider subscribing. We do stuff like this all the time. Just trying to do something different and get it out there. So with that being said, let's cue the title card and let's get right into the video. So, before we get going, I am aware there's a few weapons missing from this list. So, at the top of the head, we've got the AN-94, the ISO, the M67 AMAX, which is the 10 mag variant of it, and the Riot Shield. I know there's a couple of different types of knives in there, but yeah, they're not important in my opinion. So let's get right into the starting pistols, it looks like. So it's a snake shot. Snake shot was a huge weapon at the start of the game before people like Drifter and myself started realizing it's actually quite strong. Would be an S tier, but now it's going to go in as probably a B tier, a high B tier. I know they nerfed it, but it's actually not that bad. It is actually still a really good choice, especially if you've got like a longer range weapon. Works really well on sniper classes, so yeah, consider that. As for its 357 counterpart, I must respect the fact that it does have a one-hit kill potential, but also bear in mind it's utter trash. So there it goes. Unless you're using it on hardcore, not worth it. Headshots are hard to hit, and if you do miss, it just feels like it takes forever to fire. So yeah, and when you consider that you've got the Deagle, the Deagle will go up into B as well. It's got one-shot potential as well, but it's a lot easier to hit people with it. And the headshot, as it can also one-tap headshot. I don't rate it with the akimbo, but, you know, I'm not really taking that into consideration unless it actually makes the gun. So, B tier, I think, is fair for this. 725. Now, if you remember at the start of the game, that would be up here, and it would be the best gun in the game. Now, it's good, but it's not the best choice. You see a lot of it in search. It is a good pick. It's punishing if you miss, but if you don't miss, you're absolutely fine. As soon as you aim down sight with this, it becomes an absolute laser, and we all know that bitches love cannons. So, the next one is the submachine gun round AK-47. I rate this massively. If you haven't used this, why not? It's even really good on Warzone as well, considering that you have something to make up for the long distance range. You use this without a stock, you use this with the barrel with the handle on it, then you're going to be absolutely laughing, and it still has next to no recoil. And the recoil that you do have is manageable. I am putting that in S tier. It is a fantastic weapon, and if you're not using it, get it used. I use that with the Black Bear variant as well. The basically means it you know, dismembers people, and that's really fun. The next is the normal AK. Not very rated. It is a good gun, but remember, everything's a good gun, and the time to kill here is really, really short. Like, well, I say really short. It's probably longer than that, what some people of you last in the bedroom. But yeah, we're gonna use. It's gonna go in as a B. It's good, but it's not fantastic. CR56 AMAX is a better AK. That's going to go up into S tier because that is amazing. AUG 556. I do rate the AUG 556. I think it's a good choice in Warzone, but in multiplayer, it's not really that much better than 9mm and doesn't warrant using the attachment. That's going to go in as a C tier. The 9mm will go in as an A. It is really good gun. It's not as good as the MP5, but it's still really good. AX50. Bullet velocity isn't a massive issue on multiplayer as what it would be, so it's decent. But snipers, I don't know. There is a king in the sniper category, and we'll get to that soon. We've got the Bruin. The Bruin with the 60-round mag attachment was an absolute beast in Warzone. It was a 3-hit kill in multiplayer, but now that range for 3-hit kill has been significantly reduced. And yeah, it's good. It's really good, but it's not fantastic. So it's going in as a B. Next we have the Crossbow. As much as I find the Crossbow hilarious, it is awful. It can one-hit people though. Well, it will one-hit people if you hit them. And then you got the variation of bolts. I don't mind using it if I pick one up, but it's not something I'm looking to use all the time. And if you have tried to gold it, you know it will demolish your kill-death ratio. Next is the Dragunov. It's not that bad in Warzone. It was even F tier in Warzone. Sorry, it's not that bad in multiplayer. It's going to go in as a C. It's not awful, but it's not great either, and I still think the accuracy is really bad. Next is what you would all know is one of my favorite guns in the game, the EBR-14. It has the 1-tap potential to the head. 2 hits pretty much anywhere at any range, even in ground war. So it is going to go in as an A tier weapon. A lot of people are going to be like, whoa, what? Now remember, this is my opinions. I have spent a lot of time on the EBR, and I actually rate it. I think it's a really good pick. But then that's going to be followed by the FN FAL, which Warzone, it's down to a B, C tier. In multiplayer, it is one of the best guns in the game. It is actually ridiculous. You still can't get 3-hit kills with it, but in the time that you can get those 3 hits out, it's still a really high type of kill. Next is going to be the FAMAS. The FAMAS, again, is a really good choice. In multiplayer, it's not like a fantastic choice, but in Warzone it was down here. For now, I'm giving it a B tier. It will one burst people, and once you put a few attachments on there, the recoil is next to none. So get it used, and you know when I was going for the platinum guns, I mean I still haven't done that yet because Warzone's been a massive distraction. But FAMAS was actually one of the easier ones to get the challenges on, so think of that what you will. Next is the Fennec. The Fennec hollow point rounds. Really strong weapon, but I don't know, 12 round mag on it, it's not that good. It goes here. Normal Fennec, it's a beast, going in the A tier. It's going in the A tier. I know it's got a limited size mag compared to other submachine guns, but if you're in that range where you can 3-4 tap people, it's going to absolutely melt people quicker than well, I don't know. It's just super quicker than I get that sentence out, that's for sure. Next is the Growl. People are going to hate me for this. The Growl is a good choice in Warzone, but in multiplayer, it's a really bad shout. It's balanced, and balanced in multiplayer just isn't existent. There's just something that's so good in every other tier. So I'm going to put it in as a D because it's just not special in multiplayer, you know? HDR is going to go in as an A tier sniper rifle. It is much better than the AX50, more consistent to actually do that damage, and I don't know, I think it's just a much better sniper rifle in general. It's easier to hit the shots, it's got a slightly more powerful scope, I believe, and it's just better. Next is the Holger 26, not a massive fan, that goes in the D tier. I mean, it is a 3-hit kill, but a lot of the assault rifles in this list are, and you get the added bonus of mobility and stuff like the AK. You can put a 75 round mag drum on anyway, and yeah, I'm sorry Holger, but there's no place for you. Joker in multiplayer is god awful. We all know it's awful. Don't even lie to yourself. It is extremely fun and satisfying to get kills with it, much like the Crossbow, but those moments are few and far between. So that's what I think of the Joker. Next is the Cali Sticks. I mean, yeah, the Cali Sticks has got to go up there, hasn't it? The Cali Sticks is really good. So yeah, the Car 98K in Warzone. I put this as a C tier weapon, which people actually outright dislike the video for. But look, you've got to consider what the other sniper rifles in that range are doing. But for multiplayer, it's going in as an A tier. It is such a good weapon in multiplayer. It can one-hit kill to pretty much anywhere from the belly upwards. You can quick scope with it. It's the fastest handling sniper rifle. It's the best sniper rifle in multiplayer, in my opinion. Warzone, no, but in multiplayer, absolutely. There you go. You've got your Car 98K, love. Please get off my back about it now. Kilo 141, much like the Growl, it's a good choice in Warzone, but in multiplayer it seems balanced. It doesn't seem that much of a good pick, so it goes in there. Knife, well, that's pretty much the same as a Cali Stick, if not a little worse, so it goes behind it. M13, again, similar to these other weapons. It's good in Warzone, but it's not special. However, I do think it's the best of the rest in that case, and it does go in as 13. Probably better than the Dragunov. I don't know if it's better than that or not. But yeah, next is the pistols. Pistols as a starting point, I'm going to put in D. The M1911, first pistol I got gold, no difference there. M19, yeah, we're going to keep that there. MG34. It is a right laugh and it does decimate. I honestly recommend you use this because it is actually more fun than it should be. I'm going to put that in as an A because it is actually hilarious. Yeah, give it a go. Give it a go. Right, so the M4A1. M4A1 SOCOM rounds. Now, in Warzone, this is S tier, if you can make it work for you. Outright S tier. In multiplayer, it is a 3-hit kill. Sorry, no, it is, yeah, no, it is a 3-hit kill. And your 10-round mags, and the fact that the AK can do a 3-hit kill, the fact that your Odin 556 can sometimes 3-hit kill, the fact that most weapons here can 3-hit kill, makes the SOCOM pretty weak. So that is going to be actually an F tier, which a lot of my long-term subscribers are going to be shocked by, but it's where it belongs. 9mm M4A1, but obviously remember, please use that in Warzone though. It's so fun, the SOCOM. M4A1 9mm I think is marginally better. I don't think it's great. It's better than the pistols, and it's probably it's used literally any other submachine gun, but it is okay. It's not great, but in a game where like guns kill you stupidly quickly, yeah. If it had this time to kill in something like a Treyarch game, it would be an A tier, but it's not, so that's where it stands. M4A1, gotta be an S tier, hasn't it? How can it not be an S tier? The gun hasn't really got that much worse. The recoil nerf that they gave it really only affects Warzone. Yeah, I think it's a really strong weapon, and it should be used a lot more often. But that's it in S tier, and you can't really disagree with me on that one. Just people have got bored of it and started using other things. Next, the M91. Big, heavy, clunky, but powerful. Will 3-hit kill. Really good for kill streaks. You put the an extended mag on there. You put your FMG on there, and it is a fantastic slay all kill streaks machine. Mark II Carbine, much like the Kar 98K, absolute awful in Warzone, but in multiplayer it is actually really good. So I'm gonna hit it up there as an A. Really strong. Model 680. Now this is if you have the Dragon's Breath rounds on it. It is going straight into S tier. Don't even dare give me grief for this, because if you aim down sight, it's a well-known fact that your spread goes from like that to like that, and you can laser people from quite a range with this. Not so much as the 7.25, but you are going to find in the range, you're going to find a lot more consistency, especially with them Dragon's Breath rounds. It is so fun to use. Next in the list is the MP5. That has got to go up there as well. That is a super quick time to kill weapon. That should be nerfed, because that is ridiculous and always has been. But the reason it hasn't been nerfed too much like the M4A1 is because the professional players would spit their dummies out, and much like in real life, the top 1% who are professionals are making the game a bit shitter for everybody else because they don't want them getting nerfed. So fancy that, having to actually improvise, adapt, and overcome an actual professional trait which professionals don't have to do. I am kicking off about pro play again. I'm really sorry. I don't rate it. I hate it. So that might be another video. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that rant. But yeah, MP7. It is going to go. It's a really good pick actually. It's not like as good as like an Uzi, or it might be. Oh, I'm struggling. I'm not gonna lie to you, everybody. I'm struggling with where to put the MP7. Where would you put this? Also, let me know in the comments below. Now, don't take my word for gospel for this one, but it's better than a FAMAS. But is it though? Because a FAMAS can drop people. I'm gonna put a B. I'm gonna put a B. I don't know where it belongs. Let me know. Let me know where you would put that. Odin is a 2-hit kill. Odin is fantastic if you can hit your shots. It doesn't have the versatility of these other weapons, but it's really good if you can hit your shots. If you miss your shots, it's straight in F tier. But if you're good at making things hit your target, then yeah, really good. Origin 12 shotgun. It is a right laugh. Lacks range. A lot of hit markers, much like in Warzone, but it is strong. It's quite strong. I would say it's better than a 7. Actually, it's not better than a 7.25 in multiplayer, but in Warzone it is. So yeah, it's up there. Just yeah, there's better choices. P90 trash. Peeler is really good for your kill streaks. Gonna put that up there in the A. Does take a long time to reload, but if you mix that with the fact that you can use amped and reload it quicker, you're alright. Really good explosive yield as well, so actually killing infantry is really good for that too. PKM is another good choice. It's going to be in the B tier. I would love to fly that up into a higher tier, but it's just that mobility is just that little bit lacking for me. Bison, a good pick in multiplayer, not the best, but it's good. Right, this is a good question. Do I rate it better or worse than an MP7? I think I'm going to rate it worse. just leave it at that. R9. Now, like the Dragon's Breath Model 680, the R9 is now going to go up there. It's now got incredible range. So if you're aiming down sights, get it used. I would say that the model is better just purely because it can one-shot people at a good range, whereas the R9, quite often you will need two. But yeah, RAM 7. I'm going to put that in A tier. Sorry, yeah, that's S tier, correct. I'm going to put that in A tier. I think it's really good. I think it's really strong. I think there's better choices up there. I like it. I really like it. And you should be using it more often if you're not already. Renetti Burst. I like it. I think it's really good. I think it's going to go in as B tier. Normal Renetti hasn't been hit as hard by nerfs. So that's going to be about the same. B tier. It is a really good pistol. Get it used. In some situations you can use it as a primary. Yeah. RPG. Right. Mung Beast is going to pretty much hate my life for this. So he would probably say that this gun goes here. I'm gonna put it just behind the peeler. And a few of you are gonna hate me for that because it's good at infantry clearing. But so is the peeler. So is using a underbarrel grenade launcher, which I don't see much of. So is using any grenade. So the fact that you have that extra versatility with the peeler puts it higher for me. Rytech EMR. In Warzone, not that good. In multiplayer, it is hilarious. About on par with the HDR. Yeah, believe it or not, that's where it's going. SA87 is actually a really good choice. It's not awful, and I do rate it. I think it's good. And you give it a little bit more mobility, a little bit of recoil, but it's a good choice. It's a good choice. Scar 17. I want this gun to be so much more than it is. I really do enjoy it, but it's the fact that you start with 20 round mag, then 25, and then 30. It's just not good enough. It needs to start with 30. And just because of that reason alone, I'm going to put it in as a C tier weapon, which is a shame because it does really kick good. So yeah, SKS I am going to rate better than the ABR, purely because you've got more. It's more mobile, you've got a better rate of fire, and you can also one-tap people to the head. You do get slightly more 3-hit kills as opposed to 2-hit kills. It's where it stands. Where it stands. Sterler P, really fun, light infantry weapon. Kills people, super fun. I'm going to put that in B tier. It is fun. Use it. It is worth using. Striker HP rounds. No, I don't really use this to be honest. Stuff like this is better for Warzone, and as such, I'm probably going to put it. It's like a 12 round mag as well, isn't it? And it takes 2 bursts to kill. Yeah, it's going to probably be a C tier weapon. Striker 45 normal. I'm probably going to put that in C tier. I don't like the gun. I just think it's a little bit weak for what it is. So yeah. The 80 rounds Uzi though is like Warzone going to go into the S tier. Not as good as the MP5 though, but it's still going to go up there. You know, you don't need a sight on it. It's got really good range, and yeah, normal Uzi is going to go in at an A because it is actually a really good weapon in multiplayer. And then we've got the VLK Rogue. Don't rate it, but it's a shotgun, has insta-kill potential. Not the best shotgun in the game, not the worst shotgun in the game. That's going to go in as a B tier weapon. Then the X16 is going to go with the rest of the pistols. So, what do you think of my tier list? Because we're not done yet. We have got 4 more weapons to put in there. So I'll just put like a little icon where they are. So the AN94, that's going to go in as an A tier weapon. Ahead of the Odin, I reckon. I think that's where it belongs. It's got that amazing 3-hit kill potential. It sometimes bursts in 3 instead of 2, which is quite funky. So yeah, that's going to go in as an A tier weapon. Next is the ISO. I don't rate it. I don't like it. It's going in C tier. A lot of people do love it. People think it's a really good choice. I just think that the ammo capacity, much like other guns in that range, just isn't good enough. And yeah, which is a shame because a lot of guns in C tier can be good guns, but often the ammos are just not good. So like the Scar, Fennec HP, the Striker HP. The Fennec would normally go in there, but because it's got such a good damage output, it does survive getting put in the C tier. That's just how I feel about it. The M67 AMAX, I think it's really fun. I'm going to put that in A tier just below the knife, so it's like at the edge of A tier. The reason that it's there is because it's super quick, so it can be quicker than an SKS. It does very good damage, similar damage to the EBR and SKS in the fact that it can 2-hit kill and 1-hit kill to the head. The only issue is that it has that stock 10-round mag and there's fuck all you can do about it. So yeah, there's that. And then there's the Riot Shield. Riot Shield, I don't know where I want to put that. The Riot Shields, when you use it in conjunction with Kali Sticks, it's obviously an S tier, but it means something else. I'm going to put in B. I think there are worse choices. I think there are better choices. I'm going to put it in B. It's a bit cheesy, but you can use it. So there you are. So, what do you think of this video? Please let me know in the comments below. And remember, it's an opinion piece. You don't have to agree with everything. But if you do like it, make sure you hit that like button. If you don't like it, let me know why. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.